In a past meeting, this tiny little camera was the big problem. This little camera was said to be a safety hazard in that it might cause, if there was panic in this room, someone might trip over this little tiny camera. And so new rules were started. You have to maintain constant contact with your camera. You must not have this camera, this is Sandy Casanelli's camera, on the chair next to you. You cannot get up and leave it unattended. Simon Hare said in one of the little backroom meetings, won't even be able to go to the bathroom. So I was very interested last week in what was going to happen at the very next meeting. In fact, that happened just a little bit later in that same Wednesday. So there was a fellow in the front row, as I sit in the front row, from AOC, Association of Oregon Counties. And he brought a camera with him. My contention is these rules really only apply to me. He brought a camera with him, and he had it in the chair next to him. He was sitting on the chair. Sitting on the chair. He was not touching it. No one said a word to him. Why, that's dangerous. What if there was a sudden emergency? It might roll over the aisle and catch on fire. Nope, nobody said a word to him. I talked to him later, and I said, does that big camera, 3 times larger than this, does that camera also record video? He didn't feel like talking about that. Okay? But he snapped a bunch of flash pictures of the commissioners who could have said, you know, that's a little disruptive. That's right in my eyes. Oh, about half a dozen, 6, 8 times. This fellow's name was, that was card right here, Eric Schmidt. Then Eric Schmidt left his camera there and got up and left the room. He left his camera unattended. You see, these rules only apply to me. And that's proof of it. It was on the very same day that we got this big lecture about how dangerous it was to leave, well, not a purse, you know, not a banana, but a camera sitting on a chair. Think of the chaos. Oh, the humanity. But nobody said a word to this fellow. Why didn't you say a word to this fellow? Because I've called for your recall. Because I have over 1,000 views a week at my website, BadCounty.com. It's non-commercial. And because people are looking at this and they're seeing what the commissioners are actually saying, and they're laughing and laughing. Laugh about this. Why didn't you enforce your rule? Gail Matthews, Grants Pass. You probably remember this tiny little camera.
I would suggest that is highly, the very thing I just mentioned, repetitious. That we've been through this last 3 weeks.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
So, last week I asked you a question. You chose not to answer. I'm going to give you another chance. There are new orders now that say that we have to at least keep a finger on a camera such as this. You can't put it in the chair next to you because that means, although it's 6 inches away, it's unattended. You have to keep touching it. You can't get up and go to the bathroom because that would be leaving it unattended. The same day this order passed, 2-0, that same day, just a few hours later, there was a meeting in the little back room of the commissioners, where a fellow showed up from AOC, the Association of Oregon Counties.
And Mr. Matthews, I think that would fall under repetitious because you mentioned this last week as well.
No, but you didn't answer it last week, so I'm giving you a second chance. So this fellow had the camera that was 3 times bigger, 4 times bigger than this.
And your question is why? Because this is all repetitious stuff.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And he placed it on the chair next to him, leaving it unattended. And then he got up and he left the room. It definitely was unattended by then. So what I had asked you last week and you didn't choose to answer is, why are you not enforcing your order? You came up with this rule. It's been claimed that it's not just about me. So why didn't it apply to this other fellow?
And I will tell you that I will give you a clear answer anytime you want to.
I'm not going to give you in private.
Oh,
It's going to have to be in public.
okay.
You made the order in public.
Can I answer you?
My time isn't up, is it?
Well,
you
that's
have
right.
all the rest of the
Yes, sir.
meeting to respond.
You can invite you to sit down, because this is a repetitious, very comments.
It's not repetitious.
Well, I'm the one that's the chair, and I'm determining that it is repetitious.
So you're wrong.
You're
so that happens.
Okay, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I have no problem with that. I'll give you an answer. I'll provide you an answer.
Can you wait till I'm done with my 3 minutes before you take the rest of the meeting to go ahead and answer anything you
You
want?
started off repetitiously, you continued repetitiously, and I have determined that this is repetitious, and no, you have spent your time at the podium. Thank you.
Thank you for your consideration, but I object to the fact that you're saying that repetitiously.